Oh, don't you go anywhere. Coming up next is Marvel News. All beginnings and endings edition of Marvel News. And we're going to talk about that cross-gen line. That's an ending. We're going to talk about the new Icon book that's coming from Matt Fraction. That's a beginning. And Spider-Men. All that and more coming right up.
Brain surgeon to bongo drummer, we all love Marvel News.
Cool. Just got my degree in subterrestrial extrication. Who needs a hole? Marvel comic book news. Extra credit. Fertile distraction.
Born ready.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Well, talk to him then.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse.
all your thunder.
It's time for
Marvel News.
Marvel News. Marvel News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown
Where there's
Mount
someone
Pleasant.
throwing up right outside right now.
Alternate Reality, where all my new Marvel comics are always 15% off every day for
All of them?
everyone. I, of course, am Comic Book Man, and I'm flying on Quaaludes right now.
Copyrighted.
And this is Bo,
How you doing,
who
kid?
needs anchor management classes.
How you feeling?
And this is
How's
going
the
to
wife
be
and kids?
this is going to be an all beginnings and endings edition of Marvel News, and endings are what we're going to start off with. Specifically, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Route 666. We've talked about them before. Those, of course, are the cross-gen books, or were cross-gen books, and Marvel was redoing the cross-gen books, bringing them back out of retirement, running them out in 4-issue miniseries, seeing if anybody would stand up and salute for them, pick them up, love them, hate them, take them to their heart, throw them in the garbage, whatever the reaction would be. And I guess the reaction wasn't all that good.
The flagpole fell over. So
Because
Marvel,
those two ain't coming.
Marvel already announced they're going to do revivals of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Route 666. They said that the books were shelved. Well, they said the books would be delayed until later on. And then Marvel editor emeritus Tom Brevoort said they're shelved for the time being because even though the first issues, I mean, the Ruse thing sold pretty well.
Yeah.
The stuff that followed, it got down to like 6,000 copies a month. Mystic, yeah, it wasn't selling. And so they figured we'll wait a little while and we'll see if it gets printed. Now, it doesn't mean that the books won't exist. I mean, obviously the books have been written and the creators have been paid for, but they won't be on the racks anytime soon.
Perhaps they'll release them as trade paperbacks.
Which could be the
Who
first
was the
smartest
artist
plan.
on 666?
I'm trying to think who's drawing this one. It's somebody. Carl Molina actually drew it way back when it was a cross-gen
Right.
book.
Yeah.
Because I remember liking the art and that. And, I'm
Well,
sure
Kiss
they
Kiss
won't
Bang
get
Bang was going to be drawn by Mike Perkins, who's also he's the guy working on Astonishing X-Men. So the creative teams were pretty well done. But you know they just
Well,
figured.
the only one they won't release is the only one I look at was Sojourn because that's the only I was buying.
Well, since
that's
they
the only thing I was buying when it was
yes,
cross-gen.
since they put these two on the shelf, I would imagine you're not going to see any more cross-gen books anytime soon.
Yeah, probably not for a while.
Because Sojourn they dropped right in the middle of the
Just,
story.
well,
Right in the middle of the story.
even at that, when they said they're going to restart, they said whatever happened before, it's not our problem.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
All right, never
yeah,
mind.
they're restarting from
So
the
it wouldn't
ground up,
even
brand
matter.
new spot.
It
Whatever
wouldn't
happened before didn't happen.
Besides, the guy's working on it, the writer, who was it? Ron Mars. He's working over at Image. He's
Well, I
like,
mostly bought it for the Greg.
yeah, and Greg Land's like, I'm doing the X-Men
Yeah, and
book,
he's
so
the-
why would I
he's the
waste
one
my
going,
time
I
with a
know.
book nobody gives a crap about?
Ron Mars is finding a great deal of success with Artifacts.
With
isn't he?
Artifacts and
over,
over Top
over
Cow
Top
stuff,
Cow.
right? So.
Okay. That was an ending. A beginning is the new Icon book, which is coming up, and it's by Matt Fraction and.
Well, we told you in I think 109 or no, we told you in 108 that Matt Fraction was going to be doing a new Icon book, and it was probably going to be announced at the Emerald City Con, which is the end of this month, March 30th, 31st, and the 1st in Seattle.
Okay.
We don't know what the book is yet, but we do know who the artist is.
And
Howard Chaykin.
Howard Chaykin picking up a check.
And so Howard Chaykin's having a nice little revival. I mean, he's got this Fraction Icon book. He's doing Black Kiss 2. He's getting consistent work over at Marvel doing limited series. So Chaykin is a guy who you'd assume at one point would go, why does anyone care about him? He's actually moved back up into being not a huge deal, but he's someone that the people over at Marvel will go, Chaykin, we like your work. We're going to give you stuff. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We just really appreciate what you're doing.
Well-
and Fraction's having it. He's like, Chaykin's drawing this? Cool.
There was a reason why he wasn't getting any work, and it had a lot to do
Well,
with
these guys
his
all look at the same-
attitude.
Well, no, actually, Chaykin's attitude when he started,
was pretty
pretty
miserable.
bad. I mean, the classic Chaykin story was at the first convention that I think that I ever went to. Chaykin was doing the Marvel Star Wars adaptation, and some
Yeah.
guy said, "I don't like your art," and Chaykin's response was, "Oh yeah, f you."
Yeah.
He certainly must have mellowed since. back
Well,
then.
he said, "I'm no longer the angry young man." I was way
Unemployment
back
will
then."
do that to you.
Well, even when he was the angry young man, even later on, he was still getting steady work,
I have
and
liked
he
his
was
art. I like his
between
art. I like
between American Flag and I
Shadow
think he
he
did.
did?
Well, that was
He did
before
the
American
Shadow.
Flag. That was before American Flag.
No, the Shadow was after American.
Okay, well, between the Shadow then and when he came back to Marvel and started doing stuff, there were a couple of years there where you didn't see anything from Howard Chaykin. I'm
Not
sure
much.
he was doing stuff outside of
much.
the industry.
Yeah, the
Because
Black
Howard,
Electric,
because Howard Chaykin at that point was he went to Hollywood.
Yeah.
He was one of the producers on the Mutant X show, which Channel 9 used to run,
That's right.
and a bunch of other things. So he was off working on the creative end, and then he came back and said, "Well, I can do comics. I'm cool." And he's always had a good work output. I mean, you can count on Chaykin to draw 12, 14 issues a year if you
Yeah.
say, "Hey, Howard, draw it." So.
Okay. And our last story involves the Spider-Men #1, which is going to team up Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
We don't know what it is. Marvel released the first teaser they had was a blending between the Peter Parker Spider-Man symbol
Yeah.
and the Miles Morales
Symbol.
Okay,
Very good.
this week they released another
It's your
promo
mother
thing
tongue.
which had two people who kind of look like the Peter Parker Spider-Man and the Miles Morales Spider-Man. And since it's not coming out in June, Marvel hasn't said anything except this week they revealed it was Brian Bendis writing it and Sarah Pichelli was going to be drawing it.
Now, is this Spider-Man? Is this a kid's book? Or
This is not a
this
kid's
new
book.
book?
This is not a kid's book. This is a book that is going to be, and we don't even know if it's an ongoing series or not because they released the first teaser, then they released the second teaser, and then they said, we're not going to tell you what it's about just yet. And so I'm assuming at some point between now and the end of this month, they're going to have another next big thing press conference. We're going to give you the full details because it's not the only Bendis thing they haven't talked about.
Yeah.
Ultron War is coming too. We
Yeah.
know that Brian Hitch is done with his artwork. Bendis revealed that someone else is drawing the second part of it, but Marvel has not had one of their press conferences to tell us exactly what that entire thing involves.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're going to have a press conference between now and then. But the only big news that they announced aside from the Spider-Man thing was some kind of new digital weird program, which I guess they're announcing at a music convention this weekend. So, but there's a whole bunch of stuff they're announcing.
Great. Okay. That's it. We're done. We're finished right over here. We got no more Marvel news. But go to the store's website. Check out all the Marvel news Bo sends me that I post up. Bo,
Yes.
educate the folks.
Sarah, tell them where the stuff is.
www.maraltonetrality.com.
Go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Bo.
Oh, man, that was scary. That was scary. That scared me, and I'm back here. Saying, bye! The 20th every month is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality, and on the 20th, you can save 20% off everything I've got in the store. All my comics, trade paperbacks, action figures, statues, posters, supplies, gaming stuff, everything is 20% off on the 20th, except for this week's shipping and my buy-in-bulk supplies, but everything else is 20% off. So stop on down to Alternate Reality on the 20th of every month and save yourself 20% off.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.